and I am so excited to share. We're gonna do size comparisons, we're gonna do mod shots, we're gonna do what fits inside. I will share with you all the new details of the small zippered tote from Cuyana, as well as the details from the OG mini system tote. However, if I did need to pick one, hi everyone, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is May, and today I have a very exciting video to share with you guys. I feel like all of my videos are exciting, honestly, that's why I filmed them. But this one is extra special because it does include a brand new handbag from a brand that I already own a piece. And the most exciting part about it is that the brand actually reached out to work with me in order to film this video, in order to share with you guys their newest piece. So really quick, before we dive into the new piece that I will be sharing and getting into all the details, doing the unboxing because I have yet to see it, let's talk about the OG piece of this handbag brand, and that is the Cuyana mini system tote. So Cuyana's mini system tote came within my radar, I want to say maybe about 2.5 years ago. I just loved kind of like the sleek silhouette of this bag, and I had heard really good things about the leather, and the price tag on this bag just blew my mind for it being an all leather piece. So they ran a Black Friday sale that year, and this particular color was part of the sale, and I knew I had to grab it. And when I received it, honestly, she did not disappoint. I've talked a few times about this particular piece. The leather is just so mushy and like so soft, and for under $300 I was just simply so surprised that we can get such a well-made handbag with really good leather. Yes, it does not have crazy bells and whistles, but sometimes that's exactly what I'm looking for in a bag. There are bags that I want kind of like that statement from, but then there's classic bags like this specific silhouette that I just want something simple that I know that I can wear in various occasions, and that she would check off different boxes depending what it is that I want to grab her for. With that being said, let's fast forward a couple of years, and Cuyana has now sort of re-released their mini system tote. Okay, so as per packaging, this is what it looks like. I would have liked a box. Honestly, I feel like we always want a box with our bags, especially when it's a all leather handbag, but it is what it is. I feel like all brands need to work a little bit on their packaging. Besides that, you just kind of have like the packing slip right here, and this is the bag in question. I just want to take a quick minute to not only thank Cuyana for reaching out in order to send me this piece to compare and share with you guys, but I also want to thank you all for being here. Thanks to you guys being here, for watching my videos, for commenting, for engaging with me, over on my Instagram, for asking me questions. It gives me this outlet in order for me to continue sharing about handbags and just fashion in general, which I really enjoy talking about. It's also allowed me to meet so many wonderful individuals through these platforms, and it also gives me the opportunity to continue discovering different brands, different styles of particular brands that I already love, in order to continue sharing with you all. So once again, thank you to you all, and thank you again to Cuyana for reaching out and sending me this piece. Let's get into it. The dust bag is very soft. It is kind of thin. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's not like a very sturdy kind of heavy duty dust bag, if that makes sense. And you guys are gonna be surprised by the color. I think this is the newest and improved Cuyana mini system tote in the color Stone. I wanted to correct myself. The correct name for the handbag is the Cuyana small zippered system tote. They still have the mini system tote, and it does not come with a zipper. Oh my god, the color is gorgeous, you guys. I have talked so much about kind of like light colored bags, and as soon as I saw that this one was available in this shade, I was like, you know what, this is my time to go for a light colored bag, finally incorporate it into my wardrobe, see how it plays out, and really make a good decision as to whether light bags are something that I do need to incorporate more in my handbag collection. As you can see, it definitely pulls off a little bit of kind of grayish undertones, and I really like that, just because this is more of a cool tone sort of handbag. But even with that said, I feel like it can pair so good with so many different shades in your wardrobe. It'll go great with whites, great with beiges, obviously grays, navies, dark greens, browns, and then we can also take it into summer and spring season with pastels, even pops of color like this shirt. All right, let's go ahead and continue with the way the handbag was packaged, and you guys can already see a major difference, but we're gonna get into that. So inside we do have her packaged with some tissue paper, has a crossbody strap, and last but not least, we have here the Cuyana tag. So it does say small system zipper tote, color stone. This is the philosophy behind everything we do. We create timeless collections for the modern woman through carefully selected fabrics, precise silhouettes, and attention to detail. And I do have to agree with them in that sense of timeless collections, because I do feel like every piece that Cuyana has within their handbag collection is very, very timeless, very classic, very chic. I feel like no matter at what age or at what point you are in your life, one of their pieces will be suitable for that specific stage in your life, and you can take it on to so many more years and so many more adventures. So let's go ahead and dive into kind of like the quick sort of tour, and then we'll go ahead and compare it to my mini system tote. So inside we just have a big wide open compartment. It is an all leather handbag. You do have a very, very small Cuyana stamping right here. It is so subtle yet so perfect. The pebbled leather on this piece, you guys. Okay, smell is absolutely incredible, but the pebbling in this bag is just so, so beautiful. This leather really, really reminds me of the Clemence leather from Hermes, in the sense that it is a very soft leather to the touch, but it also has the larger grain look on the leather. I really like it. I feel like it's a very sort of casual, fun, day-to-day bag, but you can also dress it up really nicely into nighttime if you need to go into like an office event, if you're going out to dinner with like your husband and you need to carry a little bit more, if you are a mom and you're hanging out with the girls and you just have to carry a few things for like a catch-up dinner at night and the kids are coming with, something like that. I feel like this bag would be so great to incorporate in those occasions. Moving on to the interior of the bag, and one of the main differences about this piece compared to the original mini system tote is that we do have a very smooth, look at that, incredible. So you do have a zippered closure, which was something that I did get asked when I did my review on my original mini system tote, and I'll get into how that one closes, but a zipper closure I know is always appreciated. I do want to share with you guys the kind of zipper pull tab. It's so fun. It is a gold detail and it's kind of just like a very slim bar, and then you do have the Cuyana stamping right there. I love how chic this zipper pull looks. Diving into the bag, we do have two little D-rings on the sides, and I will get into the crossbody strap in a moment. So that comes to show you that we have the option of adding a crossbody shoulder strap to the piece. In the interior, once again, fully leather lined, and then we have a really generous back pocket here. I feel like it could fit a nice card holder obviously, but it could also fit like a small compact wallet, thinking maybe like the LV Rosalie or even the LV Victorine. Now on one side of the bag you just have a plain sort of flap here, and as you can see it does have two little snippets right here. And Cuyana actually offers additional sort of add-ons for their pieces. So they do have like a little slip pocket or a zippered pocket that you can go ahead and snap into those, and then it gives you an extra sort of organization for you to be able to incorporate into your handbags. And last but not least, we do have an added, I don't know what the name of this is. I'm blanking, but it's basically kind of those where you can add your keys. The way that this one works is a little bit differently. So if you're not using it, I really like that it just lays flat on the bag like so. But if you do want to use it, you would just add your things and then just hook it like this. And now you have a little sort of, I think it's a D-ring if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, correct me in the comment section. But we also have that in addition to this piece. Now let's dive into the crossbody strap. And one thing that the original mini system tote did not come with was the crossbody strap. So it does offer D-rings in order for you to hook a crossbody strap to it, but the crossbody strap you did need to buy separately. And again, I will share more comparisons now in a minute because I could already tell that there is a difference within the crossbody strap. So this is the strap. Love that it's removable. Also really appreciate that it is adjustable. And one last thing that I do want to point is the width of this strap. Look at the size of this bag. I think it's a really decent, good size. However, if I do want to carry this bag crossbody, the last thing I would have wanted was a really thin crossbody strap in order to pair with this size of handbag. So I really like that they thought that through. They gave us a good sturdy crossbody strap in order to add for this piece, and just the details on this strap are absolutely beautiful. I love the gold bar detail. It's very slim and very chic in my opinion. And then you also have the lobster clasp at the end with a little bit of a Cuyana stamping as well. So we do have the option of going ahead and adding the crossbody strap to this bag. I will share with you what she looks like on me crossbody in the shortest and the longest setting in a minute, but here it is what it looks like with the crossbody strap. All right, so let's dive into a quick comparison of these two pieces. Now this is the Cuyana mini system tote, while the newest one that I have received is the small system zippered tote. First off, let's go ahead and compare sizes. I will pop up the dimensions up in the screen for you guys to compare. I did want to confirm that the width dimensions are from the base of the handbag and the height is not including the top handle of the handbags. One of the things that I love that they did continue on both of these bags is the kind of monochromatic glazing. I just love how that looks, especially on the lighter color one. I wouldn't have wanted them to add a dark glazing just because I feel like it would have taken away from the classiness of this bag. Neither of the bags offer feet in the bottom, and they both have a nice generous top handle which you can go ahead and slide on the crook of your arm very effortlessly. Moving on to the kind of interior and getting into the bag, the main feature that the small zipper tote does include is that it does have a zipper, while the original or the mini system tote does not have a zipper to her. Now the way that you can go ahead and close the mini system tote is with these clasps that you do have within the handbag, and I do have to say they are very strong and very sturdy. So once you go ahead and close the bag like this, you have that added security if you wanted it. Continuing in the interior of the bag, the mini system tote does still have those D-rings on the side in order for you to add a crossbody strap. When I bought mine, the crossbody strap was sold separately. Now they have made a little bit of a improvement to the mini system tote, and that is that it now comes with a crossbody strap included. So diving into the interior of the mini system tote, we don't have any pockets on one side, we just have a slip pocket on the other side, and it is also a very generous slip pocket. While on the small zippered tote, we don't have any pockets on one side either, but we also have the slip pocket on this side. I want to say that this slip pocket is maybe a tad bit smaller than the one on the system tote. On the mini system tote, it does run pretty much from one end to the other, while on the small zippered tote it doesn't take as much of like the width of the bag. Besides that, the other addition is this kind of like key ring tab. Again, I totally blanked on what this is called, but it is nice to have that. Since the bag is a little bit larger, you want to make sure that if you do want to attach a key ring or maybe just a key clay, like a small little wallet to it for easy access, you have the option to do so, since you will probably be carrying a little bit more things in this particular size. The color selection on these pieces, you guys, is chef kiss good. They have a burgundy one which is absolutely stunning coming into the fall and winter season, but they do have very classic colors like these two. I do want to point out that this one in particular is no longer available, but they do have a chestnut shade which is very similar, and then they also have the cappuccino shade which is a little bit more lighter or more cool tone beige, but it's also a great classic to have in your collection. I think that does it for the comparison sort of portion of the video. If you guys have any additional questions or anything like that in regards to these pieces, let me know in the comments down below. Now let's get into the fun part, and that is what fits inside. So I backed you guys up a little bit just because we have a lot to go through. So this is what I would typically carry in my mini system tote, and that is my mini pochette, a packet of wipes, hand sanitizer, my sunglasses in a soft case, and then in that back pocket what I would do is put my Coffee Duo, which again, you can compare this to maybe like a small compact wallet, and it fits perfectly fine in that back pocket. And then I would add there my lippy of choice just right next to it, and I'm currently using the Hermes lip shine in Rose Hacienda. It's actually the one that I have on my lips now. So I would go ahead and just put that on the slip pocket next to the wallet for easy access. This is what the bag would look like just with everything inside. And you could probably throw in here a small compact kind of umbrella. You could also put a water bottle, which I had somewhere here. We're just going to use this one for reference, but you could go ahead and slide it on the side, and it fits perfectly like that. You could just see it on the side, obviously, because it is a little bit taller. Not a heavy bag whatsoever. The bag is not heavy when it doesn't have anything inside. It's just, you know, it's just going to be the weight of the things that you will add inside of it. So let's go ahead and move all of these things into the small zipper tote, and we're obviously going to add a few more things inside as well. Okay, so I can definitely confirm that size-wise, that slip pocket on the small zippered tote is just a tad bit smaller. Nothing too major. My wallet and my little lippy still fit in there. I'll share with you guys now. But you could definitely feel that it's just a little bit tighter. So I have everything that I had in the mini system tote back in the small zippered tote. And as you can see, I still have a ton of room to play with. I don't have an iPad and I don't have a Kindle. But from the dimensions that I did find online, I believe they will fit in here perfectly fine. I did bring a book just for size reference, and we can go ahead and slide that perfectly in there in the front. Now let's see if you needed to carry maybe an additional pouch. I have my toiletry 15, so let's go ahead and slide this in front of the mini pochette. And yeah, that all fits in there really nicely, very comfortably. And again, yes, there is a little bit of weight to it just because there's a lot of things inside of the bag, but it's nothing too uncomfortable. I wanted to share how the toiletry 19 and the 26 fit in here. So this is the 19 going into the small zipper tote. I did remove the 15 because obviously that's just a lot of pouches in there, but she fits in there perfectly fine. I mean, you can still have room to play with if I were to remove the water bottle and you wanted to take the 15 as well, just because you had to carry a lot of things for work and things like that. You can go ahead and put it to the side, and here's what everything looks like. So you do have the 19 first, then you have the mini pochette after that, and then you have the 15 in one corner kind of slid to the side. Last but not least, I wanted to share the toiletry 26 just for size reference, and I do have a few things in here. Okay, so the 26 fits. I had to struggle a little bit, as you guys can see, in order to put it in there. And even though it's inside, I personally would not carry it like that. I just wanted to share with you in case you had to for whatever reason. But even though it is inside, you can see that it is a little bit kind of like crooked in a way, just because obviously it's not the best pouch in order to fit into this bag. And I was able to maneuver it just because it's not packed to the brim. If you did have it fully packed, I don't think it would go into the bag completely. Another pouch that I did want to mention is the Longchamp sort of pouches. These are all the rave at the moment, and I feel like we use them not only as little handbags but also as pouches within our bags. So inside of the small system zippered tote, she goes in perfectly fine. She's up there, right there. All right, and then let's go ahead and get into mod shots. As I did say, the small zippered system tote is definitely a little bit larger than the mini system tote. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear them crossbody both in the shortest and the longest option, and then I'll also share what they look like on the crook of the arm as well as on the shoulder. Okay, so here's what they look like on the shoulder. I do want to say that both have 11 adjustment holes, which I think it's extremely generous, so you do have a ton of options to play with. So here it is what they look like on me on the shoulder at the shortest setting. Another little detail that I do want to quickly point out is, as you can see, the mini system tote top handle stays put, while the one on the small zippered tote, you can see that it lays forward. And really quick, I think that that is just something that you mold the bag to do. So whenever I store my mini system tote, I always overlap the handles like this, just so that it stays put and it doesn't flap over. I did have it where it was flapping over at the beginning, and that's why I did that, because I didn't want it to continuously just fall over like that. So I believe that the same thing can be done to the small top handle. I'll just store it in a way where I'll put this one in the bottom and kind of have it overlap like so. And you see it'll stay put a little bit more straight, so that way it just won't be flapping over the whole time. And again, I'll keep you guys posted as to how that holds up, but I really do feel like if you just store it that way, the top handle will stay put like that, if that is the look that you are going for. On the top handle topic, this is how they look on me if it is handheld like so. You can see the size difference there again, and the drop length on the top handle is just so comfortable. Definitely not gonna go all the way up to the shoulder, but they're very, very comfortable to wear on the crook of your arm like this. Crossbody wise, I don't think that having it on the shortest setting would be a good crossbody option, but I do just want to share. So here's what it looks like on the mini. On the small system toe, honestly, this is how I like my crossbody bags to hit. So I would probably wear it on the shortest option, but you can really see the height difference as to the shortest setting on the strap. Another detail that I wanted to address was the strap width. So even though this one is smaller, it has a thicker strap, because remember, this strap I did have to purchase separately. The new mini system tote does come with a strap, and I do believe, I will correct myself up on the screen, that it is the same width as this one, which is really nice, especially for this size. This strap is still being sold separately, so if you did want to have a chunkier strap just because you prefer it better, you can definitely buy this strap separately. Okay, and then here we are at the longest strap setting for both of these pieces. Go ahead and put them on crossbody. Both are way too low for my personal liking, but I just want to share with you guys, because obviously we all have our preference as to how we like our crossbodies to hit. Another thing that I really like about the silhouette is the slim body that they do have and how they lay when you do wear them crossbody. A difference that I do want to point out from the straps is the strap that comes with the new mini system tote and with the new small zipper system tote has a small little tab here in order for you to put the strap through, because otherwise it would just kind of hang loose like this. Okay guys, so that does it for the Cuyana system tote comparison between the mini and the small. Let me know which one you guys would opt for. I really do like that they have gone ahead and added certain additions to the mini, as is the additional strap that is already included. But I really enjoy the fact that they gave us a sort of larger size of a very, very sleek and timeless silhouette with some extra additions as well. I just think that honestly, both of these can really play a role in your collection. However, if I did need to pick one, I personally feel that the newest zippered small tote would be the route to go. Just because even though you have a little bit of a larger size in this one, some of us can take that as a con or pro depending how it is that you want to use it. I still feel that it looks great crossbody. This could be a great everyday bag, a great work bag if you don't have to carry a laptop, of course, a great date night out bag. If you're going for more of a casual look, it's also a great travel bag. I have used my mini system totes as a travel piece while I am exploring a new place, but this one giving you the zipper option obviously adds that added security that we really want, especially when traveling. Again, thank you so much to Cuyana for reaching out and working with me in order to create this comparison video for you guys. And as always, I really appreciate every single one of you for being here and allowing me to have these opportunities and be able to create these videos in order for you to enjoy. Thank you again for hanging out with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.